Hello everyone, welcome to Story Time. Today, our story is about the Little Dinosaur. The Little Dinosaur, written by Trevor Wilson, illustrated by Ian Forrest. Little Dinosaur, written by Trevor Wilson, illustrated by Ian Forrest. Long, long ago, when the world was warm and steamy, strange creatures roamed looking for food. One day, a young dinosaur stood by a swamp. The water shone like a big mirror, reflecting the blue sky, and it reflected the little dinosaur standing on the bank. He didn't look a bit happy. Why am I so small? He wondered, staring at his reflection. I want to be big, like other dinosaurs. I don't like to be small. So, he tried to make himself bigger. He huffed, and he puffed, and he pushed out his sides. And he stood on his toes, and he stretched his head until he was sure he was tall. But when he looked back at his picture in the water, he was no bigger at all. Then he had a thought. Well, perhaps I'm strong for my size, he said hopefully. Stomping through the mud, he hit a tree and tried to push it over. Ouch! He hurt his head, but he didn't move the tree at all. Poor little dinosaur. He wanted so much to be big and strong. Sitting on the bank, feeling sorry for himself, he began to sob. Then a head popped up out of the pond. Slowly, a great long neck stretched towards the bank. It was a brontosaurus. Hello, little dinosaur. Why are you crying? I am too little. Everybody is bigger than me, grunted Brontosaurus. Being big isn't everything. Why? I'm so heavy I can hardly get out of the water. I wouldn't mind that, cried Little Dinosaur. But what made you grow bigger and bigger and bigger? Oh, I don't know. I eat a lot and sleep quite a bit. I'll try that, said Little Dinosaur. Thank you, Brontosaurus. Anything to help, grunted Brontosaurus, sinking back under the water. So, Little Dinosaur ate and ate and ate and ate until he couldn't manage one more shred of moss. Then he settled down for a good nap to let his body grow. When he awoke, he yawned and stretched. Yes, I do believe I'm bigger, he said hopefully. He hurried to the pond mirror. But no matter which way he turned, he looked no bigger than before. He was so disappointed that he began to sob again. A great pteranodon flapped through the sky and landed on a big branch with a crash that shook the whole tree. Hello, little dinosaur. Why are you crying? I'm too little. Everybody is bigger than me. Ark! Squawked Pteranodon. Being big isn't everything. If I were as light as you, I wouldn't have to flap my wings so hard. I wouldn't mind that, said Little Dinosaur. But what made you grow so big? Oh, I don't know. I hang from branches quite a bit. I'll try that, said Little Dinosaur. Thank you. Anything to help, squawked Pteranodon. Then, Little Dinosaur tried hanging from a branch. It wasn't easy, and he became quite dizzy, but he hung there as long as he could. Oh dear, if this is how growing big feels, I don't know that I like it. he said as he wobbled back to the pond. But he didn't look one tiny bit bigger than before. Poor little dinosaur. He sobbed louder than ever. Through the trees and ferns thumped a diplodocus. First came his head on the end of an extremely long neck. At the other end of his tremendous body, a tail stretched back out of his side. Goodness, little dinosaur, why are you crying? I'm too little. Everybody is bigger than me. Too little? Panted Diplodocus. Let me tell you, being big isn't everything. Why? I am so long that I rarely see the end of my tail. I wouldn't mind that, said Little Dinosaur. But what made you grow so big? Oh, I don't know. I like the leaves from the tops of trees, but I can't reach way up there. Here, try this. Diplodocus reached up to the highest tree and pulled down a large branch. Thank you, Diplodocus. Anything to help, puffed Diplodocus. So, Little Dinosaur ate the leaves, every single one. They tasted different from the ferns and mosses he usually ate, and he didn't really care for them. In fact, by the time he'd finished, he didn't feel at all well. Perhaps that's just because I'm growing bigger, he hoped as he made his way back to the pond mirror. But he didn't look any bigger than before, just a bit pale in the face. Poor little dinosaur, he sobbed so hard that he cried himself to sleep. When he awoke, he rubbed his eyes and yawned and stretched. And just in case he'd grown bigger, he peeped at himself in the water. I must be the smallest dinosaur in the whole wide world, he said sadly as he wandered off the trees. Then, over by a bush, something caught his eye. A mound of leaves moved. As Little Dinosaur watched, a bit of eggshell pushed out from under the leaves. Little Dinosaur stared harder. From the broken eggshell crawled the teeniest, weeniest dinosaur he had ever seen. The teeny weeny dinosaur yawned and stretched and looked all around. When it saw Little Dinosaur, its eyes opened wide. Wow! It squeaked. What made you grow so big? Little Dinosaur could hardly believe his ears. A warm feeling glowed through his body. Oh, I don't know, he said grandly, swelling out his chest. It wasn't easy, you know. I had to work at it. If you eat the right things, you might be as big as me one day. In his delight, he pushed over a rotten tree. Oh, I will, squeaked Tiny Dinosaur. Thank you. Anything to help, said Little Dinosaur, and he waddled away, feeling very satisfied indeed. The end.